So I came into this video with the full intention of filming my 2024 goals for my channel, for reading, just looking towards the future essentially. And I was like, do I really want to do this? And I've been so good with myself the past like month or so in, if I don't want to film something, I'll just not do it. I've been really good to myself. I've been really prioritizing what I want to do, and that's been really helpful for me, my mental health, and what I kind of want to do online. And it was so freeing. Like, I was feeling so free. Just even thinking about 2024 and any kind of goals or things that I wanted to work towards next year, I just froze up. I couldn't do it, and I felt my hands stop working. The blood stopped rushing to my hands, and I couldn't move my fingers. And the last time something like that happened was, well, to me, was back in 2021, and I was moving house. I was living on my own for the first time, and the stress of the move was like really, it hit me pretty hard. And I was working at the time, and I was just so overwhelmed with anxiety and not knowing what like was going on at the time that I kind of just I felt my body stop working, like whenever something is that powerfully stressful to me, I just stop working. I can't function. Obviously, like the financial side of things back then too was very I was so unsure about things, and it wasn't a good time, honestly. Thinking about 2024 gave me like the exact same feelings. I really do want to be able to put something out and, share a lot of like what I'm feeling about it, because I've been thinking about this since, allowing myself to be more free. I've been thinking about this, and I know that if I don't say it out loud, I'm just gonna keep ignoring it. And I'm like, oh, well, what am I ignoring? Like, I'm being so vague. I think doing a 2024 goals video, I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, right here and now, I'm not gonna say I have any goals. I'm not going forward with any goals at all, because that's so much pressure. And I have been finding myself, even though I've been allowing myself to feel free by not bogging myself with, oh, I have to do this, I have to get this done by then, I have to put this out by that date, and you know what I mean? I've just not been doing that as much. And yet, the past month, I've been feeling not a failure, nowhere near a failure. I know I'm so blessed. I know I have a channel that does well. It does well. To me, though, I've been mixing my own self-worth with my channel, and that has been so detrimental to me as a person, to like my own feelings. I realized in the past month that I need to stop confusing the two and realize that as I love YouTube, okay? I love doing YouTube. I love filming videos. I love being creative. I love, doing what I do and making you guys laugh online. That's like the main thing that I want to do, and that's all I want to do, honestly. Like, I do. Being a full-time YouTuber, full-time booktuber is such a blessing, and I have I'm not even gonna lie, I haven't loved every single minute of it. It hasn't been the best 24/7, but it has allowed me the freedom to do videos that I want to do, to have the freedom to just explore my creativity. And I've done so many things over the past year and a half of me being a full-time YouTuber that I never would have had the chance to had I continued working like retail. I worked retail for 12 years, and I went to college again so that I could get the grades to get into university. I went to university, and then I just went straight back to retail afterwards. And I'm not saying retail's bad or anything. It just wasn't for me. Making videos online, doing YouTube is for me. Like, this is definitely what I want to do. So, like, why am I feeling so sad? Why am I feeling like I don't want to do this 24/7? Tobo, I love you, but I don't want you to see me like this. Can you please go away? Like, I want to do this. I want to do videos. I want to keep making videos. I want to keep reading. I want to do all this, that, and the other, right? I just now feel like I don't want to do it full time. I am bogging myself down with doing it full time. I feel like I've sacrificed a lot of what made me me by doing it full time. I have become, and this is through every fault of my own, I have not been looking after myself. I have not been dividing my time the way that I should be dividing my time. I see incredible people online who do this full time, and I admire how they bloody do it. I'm like, wow, and I'm sure they have their own struggles as well. And they have made sacrifices themselves. I am 100% sure of that. I don't know how much longer I can personally do it. And I like, this is me like saying I'm quitting YouTube or anything, because I'm not. Again, like, what keeps me alive right now is making these videos, doing these stupid video projects that I find so fun. I'm gonna continue doing all of that, of course. Like, I found my place, I found what I want to do. But say for instance, I had a couple of friends come to where I live a few months back, and I didn't know they were coming, and I got a message from them, and I said, because like my brain was frazzled, and just seeing people out of nowhere, because I've been such a recluse, but just seeing people out of nowhere with like no preparation, I'm like, I've been living online essentially for the past year and a half. I mean, not fully, not 100%. I have, I went to Japan recently, which was incredible. I obviously see my family. I have some friends where I live who I meet up with every now and then, because I had two of my friends who I love and adore, by the way, and I still do, in, who I went to uni with. They came out of nowhere, and it kind of tested me a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like, can I actually function as a human being? Like, can I actually be social with the people who I knew years ago, who I've been friends with for like 10 years nearly? Like, can I still do that? And my brain told me that I couldn't. I couldn't do that anymore. I've been so online the past year and a half that I feel like I've kind of lost a little bit of what made me me earlier. I used to be so outgoing. I used to be so social. I used to be able to have so many conversations with so many people. And I know this is also like a product of just getting older, which is so hard to do online as well. And I don't think that many people talk about it. But like, God, it's hard to see yourself getting older online, I think. I mean, I haven't even been doing this long. Like, what am I talking about? But like, say if I'm looking back at a video I made 5 years ago, and I'm like, gosh damn, like, you were so different, like, you had so many friends, and you were so social, and you would go out so much more. And what happened to you? Like, why are you like this now? Why is it so hard for you to just go to a coffee shop or something, now? Like, I find that doing that so hard these days, and I don't want to lose anyone because of that. I don't want me doing YouTube full time and having so much, like, I feel like it is a blessing, I do, and I never want anyone to think I'm being so ungrateful. But I just don't want to lose anyone because I'm doing this. I've made friends online the past few years too, and I adore all of them. I really do. I've made friends, I've lost friends. It's just the way of life. But I think when I look back at how I handle social situations now compared to, and I even think the pandemic has also really messed with how I approach people in real life too, that I just don't want to lose any more friends. And I also feel like it's probably affecting my family now. For instance, it was my dad's birthday in June, and I was supposed to go and celebrate his birthday, and there were people there who I didn't know, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I had to say to my dad, sorry, Dad, I can't come. I can't come to your birthday because of that. And the exact same thing happened with my mum's birthday last month. There was someone going to my mum's birthday who I didn't know yet, and I couldn't do it. My 2024 goal, I know I said I'm not doing goals, my 2024 goal is I've got to start living again. And I know that's gonna sound so freaking dramatic, but I've been so obsessed with trying so hard online that I've been letting my real life stop living. And this is why I'm so torn, because I love doing YouTube. I love making videos, but I don't love what I'm becoming. Let me tell you, this is so therapeutic to say out loud as well. I've never said this out loud yet. And it's not that I'm gonna be like, oh, I need to find a job now. Like, I want to go and find like some part-time job. I think what I need to do is to just go outside. I just need to do things that aren't related to YouTube. In doing videos, I hate thinking my analytics aren't doing so great this month. This must mean that I'm a terrible human being. I've got to work harder now. I've got to work bigger, and like, how much more money can I spend on a video to go to this place and that place so that I can make a great video just for things to just feel the exact same 3, 4, 5 months later. It's weird as well because I'm loving what I'm doing right now. I'm loving the video I'm working on right now. I'm having so much fun reading right now. And yet I sat down to film my 2024 goals, and my first thought was, I don't know if I want to be here in 2024. But that shouldn't be my first thought because I love what I do. So I tried so hard this past month to just be like, you know what, it doesn't even matter. If it doesn't do that well, just put it out. It's fine. And then I do that. It still didn't work. It still didn't work. Okay, my 2024 goal is... I don't know. I think 2024 is the year that I need to try and figure out who am I outside of YouTube? Who am I outside of making videos, because I feel like I've let it take over my life since becoming full-time. And I just hate not knowing if I've done enough in a month, you know? I hate not knowing, oh, did I put out enough videos? Did I get enough views? Did I get enough money to keep this roof over my house? To keep this roof over my house? To keep this roof over my head? And Ash and Tobu's head? I just hate not knowing if next month is gonna be good enough. I hate it so much. I think if I had that security net and I wasn't like always just on the cusp, just scraping by, I think I would feel a lot better about it. And again, I'm not saying like I'm not going to be doing full-time YouTube any longer or anything like that, but I definitely need to refocus and shift my priorities and allow myself to rediscover me. Yeah. I'm probably going to feel really overwhelmed after this, not going to lie. So if I bury my head in the sand like I usually do, just please ignore that. Let me be me, doing what I need to do in order to kind of get past that mental block in my head that is just get me down a little bit. You know, I have had some knockdowns on Booktube, my relationships on Booktube, things that have happened on Booktube this past year. And hey, I'm a Cancer moon and Cancer rising, so you know that shit's gonna hit me hard. So I feel like as soon as I've kind of taken control of my emotions, I think I'll be okay. God, why isn't it easier, you know? Why isn't it easier? Okay, that was my 2024 goals. I still don't even know what the frickin' hell my 2024 goal is. Again, if I didn't say this out loud, I would never be holding myself accountable towards that change. And I already feel so much better for just getting that off my chest. And I now feel a lot less scared of 2024.